Hey, beautiful people. Good evening. Hello, 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 hello. You're welcome. Welcome, welcome to our channel. How's everyone doing? Good evening. Thank you very much for stopping by today. Today is the 21st of October, the year of our Lord 2021. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. I hope you are doing well with your families. Thank you so much. So, we are here today to deliberate on another matter, and I feel this is a very, very important matter. Salute all of you in the comment section. Patricia, hi, lovely, you're welcome. Balaji, long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Chijoke, Chigo, you're welcome. Chinyere, I salute everybody. Victoria, thank you so much. Moninola, love. Rahim, thank you for joining us. Amayem. I throw away salute to every single one of you, both those who are here now and those who will be joining us later. Mona, catch the love, catch the love, catch the salutes. So we are here to talk about something that I feel is very, very important today, because most of the times when we come here to talk about, issues about marriages, relationship, which is the main subject of this channel, is usually relating to somebody being married and brought from Africa to the diaspora, either the man, oftentimes the woman. So that is what we are here to contemplate on tonight. We are here to learn, and we're here to rub minds. As always, it is a playing is an opportunity to learn from one another. It's not to shade, to condemn, and we try to be as non-judgmental as possible. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so, as you cannot comment in the comment section if you've not done so. So please smash that subscription button, hit on the like button, as well as the notification bell, so that you get notification whenever we are here. Yeah. You are welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. So we're just going to get right into it. I have identified 10, and I will just put a disclaimer before we carry on that list is not exclusive, because I know there are some people that have made themselves judges. They become judges, and they're always usually lying and waiting in the shadows. They never come out, they don't speak, they are mute. But they will be the first to quickly come and put comments when the video is recorded and the show is over, to call you out for what you did wrong, what you didn't say, or what you said wrong. So, quick disclaimer before we carry on. This list is not exclusive, it's not everything you need to know. I saw a lot of people saying in the comment section before the show started that make sure you get your settlement visa. So I'm just going to say that this is for people who are actually coming here to settle. So if you don't even have your settlement visa, or you don't have the sort of visa that will enable you to be able to engage in the society to work, then we are not even referring to you, because as far as I'm concerned, you are not joining your spouse. Okay, you're only coming here to visit the abroad. You are coming here to visit the abroad. So, I mean, I'm not even referring to those people. I'm talking about people who are coming here to join their spouses. And for any right thinking spouse, I know a lot of people don't know this in Africa. So, I mean, it's okay for us to put it out there. When somebody marries you and they are bringing you here, the right thing is for them to get you a spousal visa, which is like a settlement visa for you to be able to live and work. Okay, you might not be entitled to any sort of benefits initially for a period of time, but at least you need to have the sort of visa that you're able to work with. So that's not even on my list, because I'm assuming that anybody that is coming here already has that if you are a spouse from Africa. All right. So that is that. Now, I am going to also say that what we are, talking about tonight can be applicable to both male and female. Okay, so whichever one hits you, take it. Whichever one concern you, just take it. All right. I was thinking of doing it, what women should know and what men should know, but I decided, you know what? Some of these things are not, they can apply to both parties. So it's not gender related. So some of it will apply to men more, and definitely some will apply to women more. Okay. Somebody sent me a message from Nigeria last week and said, please, ma, my husband is in the diaspora. I need your advice, and we are planning to go join him. Okay, she's in Nigeria. She said, I'm planning to go and join my husband in the US, and I am worried because of all these imported wife things I've been seeing and all this deleting stuff that is going on. And I felt like she's asking the right questions because when you are lost, you ask questions, and when you ask questions, you keep asking, then definitely you would get answer. You would definitely get answers. So she was saying that she's worried, she doesn't want wahala, all these things she's hearing is scaring her. She's still in Nigeria and everything seems fine for now, but she doesn't know what's going to happen when she joins her spouse in the diaspora. And they've discussed about schooling, that she wants to go to nursing school. She said he didn't put her up to that. That is just something she's always wanted to do. All right. And they've already talked about it, and she's going to go to nursing school when she gets to the America. Mm. Oluremi, thank you very much. Yeah, we are learning and unlearning. There's a lot of learning going on here by the grace of God. So she was saying, "Oh, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. What if I want to build, properties in Nigeria? Will it become a problem as well? I don't want to be deleted though because I'm building properties." Oh my God. I can't laugh. I was like, oh Jesus. You never even reach America. You don't dey plan the house where you want build. It is well. Anyway, I did say to her that uh, I am going to do a show about it. That we are going to discuss this. Mm, no, she's not doing nursing in Nigeria yet. I think she said when she gets to America, she'll go to nursing school. She's not a nurse yet. At least she didn't say she was a nurse. I'm trying to find her message on my phone. I have tons of messages. To find a single message is wahala. To scroll through it, I can't find it. She didn't say she was a nurse already. She just said that they discussed about going to nursing school, and that the spouse is not saying she should come and go. It's her passion. She always wanted to do it. So I think it's something she wants to do, and she's ready to do it. And she just wants to know how to navigate relationships or marriages when she comes to the abroad. Okay, because marriages in the abroad and marriages in Nigeria are kind of different. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say, I can't find the message, man. All my messages are too many. I can't find it. So before I get to the list, it's ten things that we're going to talk about tonight. Yeah, I wanted to send her a message that I'm discussing so she can come along, but I can't find her message. Before we get to the list, I would just want to say, please, my country people, my Africans, my black people, my brothers and sisters, if you are going to go and marry somebody from abroad, especially in Africa, I know it's not easy. Mm, it is not always easy, but be as realistic as possible. Okay? Please try not to exaggerate your circumstances because that's where the wahala always starts from. Okay? So, 1 December is coming now. What Igbo people call 1 December. And a lot of guys in the diaspora are preparing to go to Nigeria or go to Africa for Christmas. It happens every year. In fact, even the Nigerian chicks are waiting. Some of them would have started working out now, getting themselves reshaped and repackaged, doing all the things they need to do to make sure that they are fly when it's Christmas. Because everybody go jump for village. You get what I mean? So There's a lot of packaging and repackaging that will go on between now and Christmas for the ladies to prepare for all the diaspora men that are coming. And a lot of these guys are going to, get into relationship or meet someone that they want to marry. How many of you remember? Well, I just said that in December. Yeah, a lot of things goes on in December. When I was young, yeah, there was something that used to happen in my village that parents will be warning their children, their daughters, that they must not they must not talk to all these men that come from the city, not even abroad, though, the city, because what usually happens is that after Christmas, by January, February, March, all these small, small teenage girls, you start see all of them, they are pregnant. All these boys that came from, all these men that came from Lagos and everywhere in the city will come to the village and impregnate them and go. So parents used to warn their children not to do that in December. Oh. They used to warn them. So be as realistic as possible. Mr. and Miss Ali, you got me. Yeah, you're saying don't lie about your finances. Exactly. Tell the person the truth. Because what happens is that people work here, and you guys know how hard we work in the diaspora. Okay? 99% of the people on this platform live in the diaspora. So you guys all know it is not easy. The struggle is real. We dey work. Okay? There's nowhere in the diaspora that you don't work. You gotta work. All right. So you all know how you work to save all those pennies, dollars, pounds and euros to add up. So it is not very, very encouraging or good for you as a person when you saved this money from January to November and December. You now have, a big pile of money. You do a new wardrobe shopping for yourself. You buy clothes, you buy gadgets, new phones, new shoes, and everything. And you go to Nigeria looking like $1 million. And the girls go think say they don't arrive, say, ha, this guy, I gotta do something with this guy because he's too slick. You see, all the packaging, everything, pens, all the beard, everything, all the oil, you don't apply them. You're looking good, bro. You're looking good. Oh my God. So abeg make una dey talk through about una circumstances, so make una no dey lie or exaggerate. Any kind of job that is an honest job that you are doing, if the person actually loves you, actually is a test of their love, whether they love you or is their money they love. Tell them, give them a true picture of who you are, because we find a lot of cases that when women come here, now they'll come and find out say, Ogbeni, how many women have come here to tell us that they find out that the guy that they thought it was all that is sharing a house, is living in a shared apartment. If you are living in a shared apartment, nothing to be ashamed of. Tell the woman that, okay, for now, because I'm single and I'm trying to save and I want to buy a mortgage, I want to buy a house, I am staying in a shared apartment. But of course, when I get married, before you come, then I would have either bought them house. If I can't buy the house, then I would have, rented a bigger apartment for us to live in. Be real. Lies always have a way of coming out. You cannot keep them forever. So be realistic. That's for the men. For you, sister, the sisters that are preparing to receive the diaspora, bro. If you are watching this, you are in Africa. And you are those type that you must marry obodoyibo man, and when they come home for the village, you want to catch one, either by hook or crook, either by pregnancy or by anything, or by kerewa, anything you want to use, whether by pure love or fake love, anyone you want to use. Listen to this. Don't get carried away with on 1 December. All right, this is just my first warning before we get into it. Don't get carried away. Ask questions, because Christmas is a celebration time. Everybody is having a good time. So people are happy, everybody is jolly. There's enough food and drinks and parties every single day. Like in most villages, every single day there is a party somewhere. When I went to Nigeria in 2019 Christmas, I went to my village. It's like the best Christmas I've had in over 15 years. I'm telling you, it was so much fun. Nobody has time for anything serious. It's just jolly, jolly. It's Christmas of jollification. So, ladies, make una shine una eye, oh, don't get carried away with the blink blink. You see some guys, especially all these guys in Europe, when they come Nigeria, if you see them, you go laugh, 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 laugh. Come and see all the chain. They will come pack all the chain for neck, different colors. They'll put one long one long like a Baba John. They'll come put one reach like the chest. Then they'll come put one choker. Oh, one choker wey hook their neck like this, they'll come put am. They'll come put chest, come wear sleeveless. Oh my god. Even the ones where they get six pack and the ones where they get two pack, everybody they show, you know, they show say yes, I just arrived. Sheshe deni me. And then the phone go start to the flow. Person where they stay for Germany could come and say, you know what I mean? They come begin for them. They live for Australia. Or country where they speak English. They come begin the phone there. They use accent, fake accent where no jail. Oh my god, stop it. Stop forming accents. Use your Nigerian accent. Nothing do you. Like rapper, Eunice, like rapper, I can't wear chain. And those girls could just say, wow, see good. I don't land better husband. So all those girls they enter trouble where I'm telling you, Nigerian girls, the naive ones, especially in the villages, not in the city. Oh, if you go to the city, those ones, they don't like you. In fact, most of all those big girls they run from, they run because they know say, Lori Ira, nobody, not everybody, but a lot is Lori Ira. Oh my God! So yeah, no go there, go they blow English when you know the dictionary. Nobody ask you. If you come from non-speak English speaking country, no the phone phone, just speak pidgin. And now the pidgin side this, if not because of a lot of my subscribers are not Nigerian, I like to blow my pidgin. Nothing do pidgin. Don't be ashamed. You don't need to the form phone. Can't they twist your tongue so that you won't bite your tongue for because you won't speak American English. What's wrong with you? Be proud. Be proud of the country where you come from. Tell them with boldness that okay, I live in the Netherlands. English is not it's not my language anymore. My first language anymore. So yeah, no come there go they speak English when no they walk. Come they confuse people up and down with your English. So that is that. Let's move on now. Seriously, now they laugh. Now don't they laugh too much? Let's move on. So number one, let's start. The number one thing you need to know if you're married diasporan or you're moving abroad with a diasporan, the number one thing you need to know is that marriage interpretation in Africa is different from obodoyibo marriage. It's different, completely different. All right, we'll get into examples later on. Just know in your mind that marriage as you know it for your papa and your mama and your brothers and sisters that live in Africa, say it's not the same thing in the diaspora. Okay, the way marriages are done here or the way people live together in partnership here, as the Igbo they call them, say na partners. Yeah, it not be the same. Wo. It is different, yo. So prepare your mind to adjust. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of cultural shocks, so be prepared for it. This is where the maladjustment comes in. All right, you need to prepare your mind, whether you are male or female. You are coming abroad, especially if you've not never traveled abroad before. Okay, some people have been coming and going, so they already know what the society is like here, the lifestyle and everything. Okay, but people who haven't traveled abroad, some people is when they marry them and they are going abroad, that's the first time they've ever left Africa. So if you are that person in that category that you've never ever left the shores of Africa, and this is the first time you are coming to the abroad, then please be prepared for a different kind of experience. Okay? And also know that you may not know that person. I know the first, 15 minutes we are talking about how people go to show off and they don't present a true picture of themselves. That is true. Be prepared that that person may not have revealed everything about their circumstances to you. So What I'm saying is that there might be some shocks. Okay, some people are very honest and they're upfront about who they are. They will tell you there will be cultural shocks, a lot of cultural shocks that you're going to experience. Mm. So during this time that you come, when you come, because all those kind of relationship, you see that guy that came here the other day and was saying that he married somebody on that three days. Eh? We don't know the full story yet, but you know how he was saying that he was begging her, giving her money. One baby, I he call himself. That Igbo man, when they make us laugh that day. See, just be prepared that okay, you need to adjust, readjust, and you need a lot of things that you are going to have to interpret in a different way. Somebody here is saying Nuruddin Adam saying imported wives are dangerous. They never bring happiness but sadness and deletion. Really? Wow. I'm looking at your picture, Mr. Adams. You look like a very matured man now. Why are you talking like this? Eh? Why are you talking like that, sir? I don't think that's quite correct. That's a very blanket statement. All the people that have been deleted, as far as we know, are women. So why this harsh and very critical judgment on imported wives? Not when I say Obodo Yibo women no good. Not when they run go Nigeria go marry in Africa. One mommy here, Folashade. Thank you very much. I thought it's you people that say that Obodo Yibo women they've lost their cultural identity. Isn't that why you people go to Africa to marry? So why are you angry now that they are bringing nothing but headache? Hmm? So there will be cultural shock, there will be economic shock, there will be so many shock. Let's just say all round shocks, right? So that we can move on very quickly. So my point in that is that you need to be ready to learn one another, okay? Because the time the person has spent with you, the thing about dating long distance and marrying somebody that you met in December, they come to see you in Easter, and by summer you are here, is that you don't really know that person. You think you know them, but both of you don't really know each other. Hmm? Balaji, thank you very much. Oh. Thank you for disagreeing. Oh. That was a very harsh comment. So I wish when I share my link, I wish that uncle will come and explain what he means by what he said. Balaji said, I beg to disagree with that caption. Maybe he's talking from a personal experience. Okay? It's possible he's got an experience he's talking from, but if he's still alive, that means they've not deleted. He's not been deleted yet. So if I say it's a personal experience, then that means he's still alive. So maybe there's something that is hurting him somewhere. So you never know what people have been through. So people speak sometimes from a very narrow, personal perspective. So you need to learn one another and date properly. So you got to get to know each other, now that you are living together. Mm. One mama. I hope he's here today. One mama, one mommy. You need to come and tell us, you that married wife under 3 days. I hope you are here today. Oh, that our uncle. Very funny man. Okay. Number two. Not everything in Obodo Yibo is magical. Obodo Yibo is not Disneyland. Okay, it is not Disneyland. Mm, yeah. Ajibala said dating is a festive season, different from of everyday life. Exactly. Obodo Yibo is not Disneyland, yo. If you have not been abroad before, you think that once I come here, all my problems are solved. Make I just land. Make oh, my life has transformed. No God, they promise people for Nigeria or Africa that you things that you will do because you don't know what is waiting for you. Don't do that. You don't know what's waiting for you. Some people, we talked about it extensively once upon a time here, how long it takes people to adjust to the life and get their footing. Some people, it takes them 10 years, some 5, some longer, some 15, before you can say, okay, Okomi Bale, I've arrived now, at least I'm okay. I have a good job. I have a decent house. It is not easy. So, Obodo Yibo is not Disneyland. Don't think everything is magical. Yes, the people say that the grass is not greener on the other side. Well, it may be or it may not be. If you are in Africa and you are looking at obodoyibo, you may think the grass is greener, but it depends on the gardener. You see, there are people in Africa who have really, really good jobs. They are very well established in their businesses, in their lives. They've done a lot for themselves. And a lot of women who are in such positions usually quit because of marriage. And they come here to marry. And then they begin to regret. Okay, remember Joyce in Canada? I always go back to Joyce because she had a really good job. So there are women like that, lawyers, people who have really established careers, they quit and they come here. And then they realize that, oh, all that glitters is not good. This obodo Ibo that I was thinking is not greener after all. So that's why I say the grass may or may not be greener on the other side. It depends on the gardener. You may be married to somebody who is a lazy gardener that has not really watered his garden properly, and then you will now have to become a very serious gardener that will be doing everything. You put fertilizer, you put water, you put everything. You will be digging the soil to make sure that that garden is green. So I hope you get my analysis. I'm trying to use that, metaphor to explain when people, think that, oh, if I just come abroad, my life will just change overnight. No, no, it doesn't happen like that. Yes, the amenities are there. You're going to have lights constantly, no NEPA, you have electricity, you have good roads, you have transport, and the basic things that you may not have, that you struggle to have in Africa. But life is not magical. So write it down that, okay, there are other things that I have not been told about this Obodo Ibo I'm going. Hmm? All right, so that's number two. Moving on quickly because of time. I am going to say that my number three is that you are going to have a lot of missing links in your life. Mm, missing links. There's a lot of missing links in terms of your family, friends, social network. And this is where the social isolation and loneliness comes in. Obodo Ibo is quite lonely. In Lagos, every weekend there is parties, Paris, name it. It's from one party to the other that people go. And those kind of events that people go make them happy. And it fulfills a very large part of their, of their life, that they are not lonely. You can't be lonely in Africa. Anywhere in Africa you are, there's no loneliness because you always have the family. You don't understand, what family support is until you come abroad. I tell you guys, I kid you not, the first year I came, I called my mother. My mom was alive. I said, I'm coming back home. I can't stay here. What happened? Is your husband beating you? I say, no, it's not beating me, but I can't. I can't. I was so lonely. It was like a fish out of pond. I think I practically know like two people or three people. And even if you know people, you're not going to see them. You probably live far from them. Everybody is busy. Nobody has time. In Niger, before we came here, if I come out of my house like this, my neighbor, hey, good morning, neighbor. We go stand, we go gist before I enter motor drive, go work. If I reach office, you go see people gist. There are people around you everywhere. You have friends, you have neighbors, you have your family, you have your church community, you have your social group. I mean, now just it is before you can be depressed in Nigeria or anywhere in Africa, maybe because you are extremely poor or something. The social isolation in Obodo Ibo is real. The isolation is real. The loneliness, even when you are married. And that's why you see someone who say, he doesn't have my time. I can't see his face. He's always working. Yes, because he's got to pay the bills. This is what people do here. So, be ready, yo. It is very lonely, yo. Obodo Ibo is equal to loneliness. It's a very lonely place. It's very, very lonely. And that's why some people make it a point to always make sure they rush to go and go to Africa to get their dose of some happy dose. Because here, a lot of times, people don't have time. Okay? They don't have time. You go to work, you come back, you are tired. After doing 12 hours shift, you are tired. You just want to eat and sleep. The next day you go. Sometimes some people work 6 days a week. There are some people that work 7 days a week. If you are lucky, it's only 5 days a week. You have your weekend off. So Obodo is quite boring. It's really, really boring. If you are not careful, you can become that for six months to 1 year, you can become depressed from isolation. And calling your family and friends on the phone is not like running to your family and friends physically. If you are married in Nigeria or in anywhere in Africa and anything happen, you can run to go and meet your parents. You can run to your sister's house or brother's house for here. For where? Now here, na phone you go to call. And after a while, the phone self go tire you. You go, they want. It's not the same. Nobody to hug you like that. No family that will say, "Come." You go to your friend's house. They will cook. They will take you out. You are surrounded by so much warmth. If there's one thing that Africans in Africa have in surplus is warmth. There's plenty of that warmth. That hugging, gisting, catching up, going out, even in church, that feeling of belonging to a community is always there. But yeah, now only you and Amo, now only you and Am. And if you can't marry somebody that is an introvert that doesn't talk or doesn't know how to communicate, wahala about day, you just be like stranger. People in marriages, a lot you can be in marriage and you'll be lonely. So that one was real oh. For me, when I recently came here, I knew it was real. It really, really, I didn't like it one bit because I'm a people's person. I like people around me. My house in Nigeria was always full. Always. It's either I have my family members, my sisters here, there, or my cousins will visit. People are always in my house is never dry because I always like people around me. So when I came here and I saw there's only your husband and children, I said, what kind of a life is this one now? Nobody. If you ever call them, say, I'm at work. I'll call you back later. Say, Egbami, Chineke, what is this? So it can be very, very lonely. And then there was no social media. Thank God there's social media now. Then there was no social media. Oshay, you picked it up. Yeah. Now social media, people you go to social media, you see funny things, comedy that will cheer you up. You know, if your children are young, they cannot relate. You play with them, they watch television, they leave you. When they are grown too, is wala. They don't have your time. Children only come when I'm hungry. You going shopping or they need something, You have to actually be forcing every time for them to. They don't really have your time, Sha. Let me just put it that way. And if you don't have children yet, unko, what are you going to do? So the isolation in Obodo Ibo is legendary. It is serious. So prepare for that life. It's very, very lonely. My number 4 point is you need to change your attitude to work. If you are this person, yesterday I was talking to my friend in Nigeria, and she said to me, Bridget, I don't feel like going to work today. I'm at home. I say, eh? She said, what's happened to her? I say, eh? You didn't feel like going to work today? She said, yes, I've not taken my bath. I say, hey, God. She said, it's you that is enjoying. I say, eh? As I'm talking to you, I'm working. I might be at home. I showed her my computer. I say, look, this is my computer. You think I'm working? I don't have the luxury of saying I'm not going to work today when I'm not on annual leave. But you now, you can just, today now, you just woke up and say, I'm not going to work today. Eh? So, but that doesn't work in the diaspora. Okay? If you have a very lazy work attitude and you are this laid back person that one day you work, one day you don't work. Ethics is a must. And that's why you see a lot of people struggle to retain jobs when they come here. Okay? Because they bring their attitude from back home where, you just stroll in. Work starts at 9 o'clock and then you are strolling in at 10:30. If you do it once, you do it twice. The third time, they go sack you. If you are going to be late for even 30 minutes, you need to phone ahead to say, I'm running late. And you will do the hours to cover it later. So you need to really train yourself to be disciplined, whether male or female. You come into the diaspora, be ready. If you don't say you know sabi work and you know go fit, just stay in Africa. Okay? Do your marriage long distance and just stay in Africa while your spouse stays here, because if you come here, you gotta work, sis. You gotta work, bro. You gotta work. And some African men do struggle with that when they come here. They say, do they know? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Who are you? Who are you? Oh my God, they will now have one small manager. You know, all these grown men that will now be working, all these foundation jobs, I call them. And they now have one small boy that is their manager. Maybe they are 40 something year old and the manager is 20 something year old. They'll be using his eye to look at him and say, "Hey, look at this small boy talking to me anyhow. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I was in Nigeria? I was employing people. I was an employer of labor. Do you know?" Ogbeni, go to work, Jare, and stop talking about who are you. Who are you? You are here. Nobody cares who you are. Okay? You are somebody, but nobody give a flying F about that. Get to work. If your manager is 25 and they tell you to work, you better do that work. Otherwise, they will carry your paper, give you, say, oh, yeah, ile. Yeah, no ego tripping here. Mm-mm. No. And that's why you see some people, they really, really struggle. They struggle. They cannot retain the job. They say, "Ha, that small pikin is talking to me anyhow. Imagine, eh? If not, I didn't marry on time. I can be a father. I can be I can be her father. He's talking to me anyhow. No, I will not take it. It's nonsense. It's insulting me." See, all those your pride of you know who I am. Keep it in the airport, whatever airport you are flying from, Muritala Mohammed Airport, Nandi Azikiwe Airport. Keep it there. Don't carry it to even enter flights to reach here because Oyibo no send you. They go call you by your first name. Nobody's gonna put Mister for you. All of you that look like title. Now, let's say I like title. You go to office and you want them to be calling you Mister. One small picking go they call you by name. You say, "Eh? You just calling me by name anyhow. No respect." Hmm? Sorry, Toby. Right. They will now come and say you want title to be adding to your name. They'll be calling you Mister. Nobody's calling you Mister. Everybody calls everybody first name. No seniority for here. Even managers here, self, they call them by CEOs. But the thing is a cultural thing because Oyibo know they like titles, okay? No matter how rich and successful they are, they don't like it. They like people to call them by their first name. Africans, no matter how poor and wretched we are, we like big, big title. So you go to your workplace with that mentality and say, "Call me chief." Don't you know I'm a double chief? Are you calling me by my first name like that? Can it work? It cannot work, my brother. Humble yourself and leave that title. It's not going to work. If not your name now, Namdi. The Oyibo will call you Nnamdi. You go even spoil the name self. You won't call it properly. You go say yes. You go answer with. You go answer and well. You go swallow your pride and answer well. Okay, that is how you will answer it because of that paycheck and because you know that you need that paycheck. You need to swallow that pride. No lazy man, no. No lazy woman, no. Be ready to work. And also, what I will add on this one before I move on, uh, be ready to start small. Okay? Yeah, call me chief. I'm a double chief. Africans and titles. You do like some go be evangelist, doctor, chief doctor, evangelist, doctor. When you no go, you no get OND. Go the same way they call am doctor. People will just put title under their name to make themselves feel important. Important people don't look for title. They don't. The only titles that they like that they will even agree to is the academic title. What is all this Alhaji and Chief Doctor Barrister? I'm a builder. Call me builder. Builder Mike. Eh? No profession in Nigeria does not have one title attached to it. All these titles over what? I beg. Oyibo no get time for that. All right. So I was gonna say you're gonna have to start with, in most cases, no matter who you are, even if you're a qualified barrister in Nigeria. All right, or you're a bank executive or whatever CEO that you are in Africa. When you come here, yes, so builder. Builder is a title in Nigeria. You never know. Abi, no joke. Oh. Builder, the day I heard it that somebody is calling builder my I say, eh? What's builder? He said he's a builder. So that's his title. I say, Egbami. Can't you just call him Mr.? Which one is builder? The person say, how would they know he's a builder now? Don't you call lawyer barrister? So how you not call builder? I say, hey, engineer, hey, that one, repete. I have never seen anybody called engineer in this UK. I've been in this UK all these years. I've never seen even real engineers. They don't call them. They call them by their name, but they are engineers by by profession. Nobody. Hmm? So be ready to start with foundation, what I call foundation jobs. Okay. So for instance, if you are doing your qualifications, if you're a lawyer and you want to practice in the diaspora, or you are a nurse in Africa, or a doctor and you want to retrain here to qualify, because you know if you carry your pali for there, come begin practice here. Nowhere in the diaspora that you can just come and start. You need to do their qualifying exams, and some of you might need to go back to school. While you are doing that, the bills still gotta be paid. So you need to work. What you need to do while you are trying to get your qualification is to get a foundation job, a small job that will bring at least transport fare, lunch money, small change to support the other person that is paying the bills, so that they don't become burden. Remember, they were caring for one person. They were taking care of one person. Now you are two or three, depends. Some people come with children. You already have children when you are coming, right? So be ready. You don't say, I can never do that job. Hey, me, a whole me, come and do security work. Ha! No, no way, I'm not doing it. I would rather go back to Nigeria. I will not do it. Please, don't be like that. Okay? If you are a brother coming from Africa, if you know that those titles and your position and whatever, the social status that you got in Africa is so important to you, and you can never start from the scratch, stay in Africa. Don't come. Just visit. Because if you come here, you're going to have to do the work. You start from you start from the bottom, and then you work your way up. That is how everybody does it. All right? Everybody does it like that. Mhm. All right? So you need to do that. Yeah. Okay, somebody said the lady should say I should remind them of tax and NI. Oh, that one is we're just talking about in terms of relationship, what they need to be aware of in terms of their marriages. Tax and NI is only UK. America has a different system, so we cannot say tax and NI for the whole diaspora. That one is a given. When you come, you open bank accounts, you register for your social security. Those are the basics that any good partner you have should tell you. The minute you come, you need to go and register bank, doctor, register for your GP, register for the doctor, then register for your social security or national insurance, as we call it in the UK. So those foundation jobs, some of you might not want to do it. Some ladies will say, I can never ever do that job, care job. Me go and do care job. Some of you might need to take care of old people. You don't take care of old people before. You know what it means to take care of people, to work in a home. You might need to go and work in a home. If that is the foundation job, cleaning. Yeah, those are the sort of job, cleaning. You will do it with all your degree that you come with from Africa. You no get choice. You will do it. And you go smile as you dey do am o. It's not with anger o, because for here, they no dey tolerate that nonsense. Yes. Yes, of course. We are coming to daycare. Daycare. We're coming to that. Yes, for the ones that like to born plenty children. Yes, we'll come to that, Imlade. You know, you go take care of old people. You go bath them. That's what they call personal care. You bath them. You help them to bath. You help them to change. You do all sorts of things. If not the ones when they incontinent, when they know they feel go toilet, you go help them to remove their pads, clean them up, help them to go toilet. Some go even poo poo for inside that pad. Now you go clean them. Yes. Now jobs when people they do. They do it here. So can you do it? You fit? You fit do am? Okay. No talk say I don't see some people go care job before. Now that same day they quit. They say lie. They no go fit ever do am. You will be smiling while doing it now. Why you no go smile? If you not smile, they will sack you now. Because you know so you both have be complain. They will be complaining. Even the old people said that you are taking care of. If you don't smile while doing it, they will complain about you. They will say they don't want you again. They will tell your manager. They will replace you. If they keep complaining about you, then you are in trouble. That job is not safe. They can sack you. They will say you are frowning. And you cannot be talking on the phone. No, some of you will come with your work habits. I feel like I need to talk a lot about this because we have such poor work ethics back home. The only people you see that work hard, that really, really go at it with the full, you know, way that we work here is people that have their own personal businesses. Somebody go say in day work, you stand in front of a civil servant that is at work in Nigeria. The woman will be on the phone. For the next 30 minutes, she's on the phone. And you are waiting to be attended to. And you cannot complain. If you complain, they will tell you to go. They will not attend to you again. They'll say, come tomorrow. I mean, those kind of things, hey, you can't try it here. Oh. If Oyibo say you are working for 10 hours, that 10 hours go, oh my, it go complete. If you're on the clock, you're on the clock. If they say it's 1 hour break you have, that 1 hour break you must not extend it to 10 minutes. You go come back after exactly 1 hour and you will finish the job. It is not so. And no, Obodoyibo is not. It's not Disneyland. It's not. It's not Hollywood movies. JR. It's not. It's not. So your work is have to be really top notch. Make sure you are practicing it now as you are in Africa. Every day, be working on it. Be working on it to make sure that you go to work early. Don't close before time, so that you can build that discipline. So that when you reach here, then you can carry on because. A lot of people they can't do it. They can't. And that's why you see a lot of lazy people, lazy Africans here. You see a lot of them because they are not used to it. They are not used to working that hard. So it becomes a problem for them. They keep quitting jobs. And then they say, oh, I want to do business. It's business I want to do now for where? Lorira, you put all the money in the business will still fail. Because the thing is that, let me tell you something about doing a business. If you cannot be disciplined in doing a job, then you cannot be disciplined to run a business. It's even harder to run a business. Because if you were putting in 10 hours for somebody else's as an employee, yeah, in your own business, you have to put 20 hours to achieve the same results. You have to walk around. Most people that have businesses that are successful, they know they sleep. They walk around the clock because it's on you if the business fails. You don't want to be bankrupt. So you're working. So I feel like this work thing is something that a lot of Africans will struggle with too. All these engineer, doctor, chief, yeah. All these title holders, they will struggle with it if you're, if you don't go to work on time, you close early, and you keep taking day offs. You're calling in sick every day. If you have a full-time job, you are not on contract, you have maybe 7 sick days in a year. If it's 7 days you have, and you do another day or 2, and you keep calling in sick, they will tell you to go and bring doctor's reports. Okay? Bolaji, thank you for reminding me. And we're talking of going to work inside winter. Oh, winter. Oh, if you want to experience what winter is in Canada, enter freezer. Just enter freezer, close and smoke. Oh my God. No, seriously, winter is brutal everywhere. Everywhere in the abroad, winter is brutal. I dislike winter so much. I always, God, please bless me. Let me win Euro Million. Every winter I'll go to Africa. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to. Waking up in that morning, especially if you are not driving, you go put clothes, pack all the clothes for body. For one walk where they go, even they one walk where we say that if nobody send you, then you now go and wait in the bus stop. You now go to the bus stop and wait for bus. Hi. Or go to the train station. All your hands will be freezing. You will cover everywhere except your face. Even your face, the thing will be hitting you. Wah, wah, wah. It will be like they're throwing ice on your face and saying, hey, Bani, what is this? That all your eyes will be red. You're going to shake. Enter freezer. Close it for 5 minutes. You know that standing freezer? That big tall freezer. Just enter inside. So you see the cold way go hit you. Now you say no. Say it is not a joke. You are fired. Lobaton, Oluremi, you could know them. And you know the funny thing about Oyibo people. Oyibo, chai. I never see people like them before. They got a smile. They got a smile. They will be following you and be smiling. You will never know their intentions. Never. Because they will keep smiling. They are always very, especially British people, very calm and respectful. They will not be rude to you. They will not abuse you. You know, in Nigeria, if you go to work late, your guy can be shouting at you. Why are you late again today? Every day you are late. Why can you do this for? Yeah, this one, they don't go talk. They don't go shout. Nobody will tell you anything. You just say they send you email inviting you, an invite to a meeting. If you are the sort of job that they use email, they go phone you or send you a text. You are invited, they go pull you into disciplinarian meeting. By the time you do one, two, they don't sack you. You are gone. Okay? And for work, here, everybody they mind their business. So mind your business. If you go work, don't come here and go and be doing gbebonu or go and be calling prayer meeting when you get to your workplace here. Oh. I can't put it past Nigerians to do something like that to say, can we pray? Let's do money devotion before we start. In the abroad, there's nothing like, but if you try it, some of them don't even believe in God. Go to office and go and come do money devotion. They will tell you that your services are no longer needed. So keep that your religious things that you do in Africa every morning. You call money devotion. I've seen it in Nigeria where in the market they were doing money devotion. I was like, wow. They call all of them gather. They have to pray first before they open their shops. I was like, wow, this is serious. Very, very serious. So yeah. Welcome, common sense sisters. So walk. Hey, walk. In fact, walk for here. Eh? You go walk, oh. You go walk. You gotta walk. Okay. Ishe logo ishe. That's what Yoruba say. It is work that drives away poverty. Mm. Nobody cares who you are. Oh. Nobody cares about your pride and your ego. Nobody gives a flying care. Right, that was number 4. I spent quite some time there. I need to move quickly now. We have going to 10. Mm. So there is no help in the diaspora. Number 5, no help. No house help. Okay? No house help. You do it yourself. There are cleaning agencies, there are nanny agencies, but can you afford them? It's people like Victoria and David Beckham that can afford them. Mm? All right, so there are no house girl Kaite that will stay with you that you pay 10,000 or 15,000 naira per month. Now you go do all the work. So if you are a thick madam in Africa and you're coming to the diaspora and you don't usually lift your finger in the kitchen, eh? You don't usually lift your finger. You have people that go to the market. You have a driver that takes you to work. You have somebody that cleans your house. You have somebody that cuts all your ingredients. Your own is just to stand up and mix it. Some of you have cooks. For here, it's you that will do all of them and more. Okay? You will do all of it and more. Mhm. Right? So, brothers, a lot of women will be okay with working in the household and looking after children and, doing all the chores and all that. But, brothers, are you ready to do house chores? Or you are that African man that will say, don't you know I'm a man? I am a man. I cannot go into the kitchen. And you expect somebody to cook and come and serve you. It can work for a short period of time, but it is not sustainable, right? So please, brothers, reorientate yourself. Whoa, when you are coming to the diaspora, if they marry you to bring you here, your wife marry you to bring you here, you gotta support her. Don't stretch your leg and hold remote control and be flicking from CNN to Super Sports or to what do they call all those channels that they watch movies, Sky Movies or cable or wherever you have. Nobody has time for that. You need to help. Roll your sleeves like this. Roll them, like this. Carry Hoover. Hoover the house. Clean. You got to do it. If you allow only one person to do it, and they are also working and you are working, that is one of the areas where Wahala enters marriage. They will become very resentful of you. Then wahala will start. Ikusinuma bere. They will start to resent you and they will start to complain and they will start to dislike you because you become very insensitive. Take out the garbage. Yeah. Thank you, my sister. Please take out the garbage. Don't say I'm a man, I can't do this, I can't do this. Don't stay on Netflix. Don't stay on because light is here 24 hours now. You now hold remote control. Whenever you are home, you are not useful. Make yourself useful in the house. It is only you and your wife. No house help, no driver, nobody. No matter how big you are, high and mighty you are. Once you come here, Obodoyibo is a leveler. Leveler. It dey level everybody. Equality. Now here they now equality. Even if you are rich and you say you wanted to bring somebody from Africa to be your house help, if you try them, they go fit charge you. If you run go inform them, that is called modern day slavery. You go enter trouble, they go lock you up. So many women in the UK have gone to prison for this. They brought people and they were using the people to do house girls here. When the girls reported, they ended up in prison. I know a woman that is still in prison for that. So don't bring any house help here. Do it yourself. Now so you both do them. Okay? You can have family members if they are here, they can help around, but basically it's both of you. So women, when you decide to dey drop children, drop the one that you can take care of. Oh, because you see that baby blues when you just have a baby and you have nobody to look after you. Ah, it's gonna be the most difficult thing in this world. And God help you if your husband is not supportive. Hey, that is going to be the most challenging area of life. Like, because you just had a baby. Don't forget that all your baby blues are on, your emotion, your hormones are raging, you feel depressed, you are angry, you are crying, and the baby is there. Wah, 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 wah. Wow, that point, you can go bonkers if you are not careful. So please don't be in a hurry to be dropping children, oh, every year. Have the ones that you sure you have the capacity to look after. And I will advise you very strongly, if you don't have children yet, do like that our sister in Australia. She came and she took her time to study the man first before she got pregnant. She did that. That was a very smart thing to do because eventually the marriage lasted 9 months. Remember? So just wait. Get to know each other first. Make sure the relationship is solid. You can be on birth control. Yes, there's nothing wrong in it. Actually, somebody said on that video that we did, that was video, said that they were using condoms because they didn't want babies as birth control. The man said he's been using condoms. He's a married man. I was like, wow, okay, that's a new one. I've never heard that one, but I mean, just control your reproductive organs. That's all I'm trying to say, because there is nobody to help. Oh yeah, Joker's say I cried when I had my second baby. To make it worse, it was CS, man. That thing is difficult. It's difficult. If it's possible, it's better to always have your mother here if you are lucky to have your mother alive, or your auntie or somebody that can help you before you deliver. That period is the most difficult time in a woman's life, because you can't take care of a baby, but unfortunately we have to do it. This is what it is. Yeah. Okay, moving on quickly. Number 6. We're number 6 now. So we're going to talk about habits now. Number 6 is habit. You may have idealized your spouse. So the problem with idealizing somebody is that you create an image of the person in your head that may be real or may be unreal. Okay, so you may have idealized your spouse, because remember we said all this starts from 1 December and people going back home to meet you, and you meet each other and you date, long distance, and you get married and you come here. Okay, long story short, you don't know each other, you are strangers. All right, so there are some things that you may have idealized about them. You think they are so perfect, they know they shit, not lie. When you stay with person, now you can't know the real person. Jesus Christ. You can't see the real thing. So you will now see habits that you didn't think that you know before. Their quirks, their habits. The real person will not come out. For instance, dropping of clothes on the floor. A lot of men do this. Okay? So somebody, a grown man, go just remove clothes, he go drop her for floor. Go waka pass am, go. Or remove shoes. That's the one that my husband always does. We remove shoes and will never put it in the wardrobe. I feel like putting the shoes in the bin. Every day I will say, please put it in the goddamn wardrobe. For yeah. Tomorrow we'll still come back and remove it and put it in the corridor, or put it in the hallway. It drives me mad. But those are some of the habits that, okay, you might find. Toilet. Hey, somebody said the toilet. Okay. Toilet on. You know, say that grown adult day where they go toilet, they know they flush them. Have you ever seen grown people that are matured people? If you live with people, you go see all sorts of things. Leaving toilet on the bed. Oh my God, that one. Leaving towels on your bed. Some men are very organized, though, but a lot of men, Jesus Christ, how does somebody finish? You finish. This is the bed I just made. I just made this bed. I want you to look pretty when I come back. The next thing, one wet towel is sitting on that bed and making that side of the bed cold. And you know what will happens when that side of bed is cold? It will start to smell. Chai. You need a lot of maladjustments, and you need a lot of patience, because habits go surface. You will feel like I go break somebody head. Oh, so be learning that patience now. Personal hygiene, nko? Yes, personal hygiene. And some of the ladies too, the brothers will now start to find out that they are not so clean. Other packaging where they sit so for December, so now only to impress the bro. Mhm. That they are not that clean. Like they're not sabi. They're not sabi clean it now to package face and do what do you call them? To put a pancake for face. You just cake your face well. Those of us who like makeup, you just cake them, put all the blush and contour and everything. But even to ordinary to do small housework, they're not fit. Or they're not sabi cook. If they cook, salt go pass one side, oil go pass one side, the food go no your make sense. You understand? Everybody should know how to cook, oh, but ideally, women do the bulk of the cooking. So those are some of the things that will now start showing up. Oh, wahala bad day. Should now come and start ordering. Doing like my son. My son's statement came the other day. Their father was saying, open back account for them, open back account. I say, what did they take back account? They say, hey, he's 14 now, open back account. Now go open back account. I open back account for my son. Statement came, I know the house. Now my husband can say, hey, that is not the statement. My son was ordering all these things in the statement were Uber Eats, Uber Eats. Today we buy Uber Eats. Tomorrow we order Just Eat. Now so eat. Now full I say, me. This boy, every day you are ordering food. So don't be like PJ that is ordering food. Cook. It's expensive. They can afford to do that because they have money. That parents are putting money on their account. Otherwise, you as a wife, you need to cook. All right. You need to cook. Learn to cook. The man can support. Sometimes the man can take over the kitchen. Some men can cook very, very well. And some men, they love cooking. They enjoy it. And even if you don't know how to cook, sometimes when your wife is cooking, just stay in the kitchen, They doing love. They're sweet. Just they gist with them. Now they play music, they gist. Very good. My point in this one is that you get to know that you've basically idealize the partner or your husband or wife that you married, and you might get to know them later on. So create room for adjustments and patience, a lot of patience. Yes, Neka is the back of mom and dad, but it's closed. The bank is closed now. No more ordering food every day. You will tell me that it's no big deal. Thank you. It's a big deal. Number 7. Ladies, if they are bringing you from Africa, you need to know that women over here are not like some women in Africa who they stretch leg, they stretch their arms, and their husbands do everything. There are some women who their money is for them alone in Nigeria, in Africa. Okay? Their husband's money is for the family, and the wife's money is for the wife alone. That could work. In the diaspora, this will not work. Ladies, as much as we are pointing out the other side of things for our brothers, I need to tell you this. If you are in Nigeria and you are planning to come and join your husband here, women, they pay below for obodoyibo. Know that now. That my sister that is saying you want to go to nursing school. Women pay bills here. Okay? So don't be upset if your husband say come and contribute because you are making money. All right? So women, they contribute to bills if you got a mortgage. So this brings me to that discussion that you need to have. Okay? While you are busy enjoying and dating, you need to have that conversation about finance, management of finance. Okay, if I'm working, what do you expect me to bring? Are we going to have a joint account? If we have a joint account, who is putting money inside? It's not the joint account that we've heard, oh. I won't come. Turning joint account, it's only one person that puts money inside. That one is not joint account, yo. And and if there's a joint account, how is the money going to be spent? What about investments? Okay, all these things. So women pay bills. My point in number 7 is that women pay bills. Don't think that all your money is going to be for you to send to Africa, to your parents, to build house for your father and your mother, to send all your siblings to school, and to remove all the whole of your family in poverty. I'm not saying you won't help your family, but your immediate family is here now. Okay, so please make sure that you put that in your medulla oblongata as you are coming from the abroad, because to us here, Africa is abroad. Okay, so I mean, the right thing is for you to do things together as a couple, but it depends on how your relationship is. So it might work for some people, it might not work for some other people. But the important thing is that you know that you are going to be responsible for a lot or some sort of contribution towards your family here, meaning your husband and your children. Okay? In some cases, if you have a house, the husband will pay the mortgage and the wife will buy food and maybe pay utility bills. Or the husbands that are doing well, they can pay the mortgage and pay the utility bills while you pay the food, and maybe if you need to go on holidays, or if there is the children, if you got children, like they need children are expensive, they are very very expensive. I heard in the news yesterday that in the UK, to raise one child it costs 80,000 pounds to raise one child. That is what experts estimate that it costs, the cost of raising one child is. So children are very expensive. They need clothes. They grow out of them very quickly. They need shoes, especially those of you that live in the US and Canada. Even pitiful now. Now don't get uniform. We will have uniform here. So that saves us a lot of money on clothes shopping. Okay. But there in the abroad, in the Canada and the US, you guys gotta pay for clothes every time because your children grow, they go to school. They need clothes, they need shoes. They can't dress in raggedy ass clothes and be going to school. No. I'm not saying buy designers, but they can have a lot of things to buy. But even here that they wear uniform, you need to buy uniform every other time. They buy school shoes, school bags, coats, jackets, everything. So children are expensive. And not to talk of the ones that like to eat out. So it's a lot of money to raise children. So you cannot say it's my husband alone that will do it. Please do not do that. That is very, very selfish. Both parties have to contribute to the smooth running of the family. Finances is one of the areas where obodoyibo families always have problems. Marriages here, diaspora marriages, especially women they bring from Africa, this is where the problem stands when, you know, there's problems around finances. Who is bringing what? Who is spending what? Some will say, okay, I'm the one doing everything. The women will say, I'm the one. Since I went to school and graduated, he's not working. I'm the one paying everything. It is not sustainable. Brother, please don't quit your job because your wife is a nurse now. That never works. So everybody got to work. Everybody got to contribute. When you leave the load for one person, it becomes too heavy. And what it does is that they will collapse under the weight of that load. They will. And as they're collapsing, your marriage will also collapse. So just be fair. Be reasonable. Just be reasonable. And eight. Number eight is no raising of hands. No raising of hands, you. If you are coming from Africa, you don't raise your hands. You know how you see people slapping people up and down there, all in the name of marriage, and they get away with it. Here, there is police, oh, and the police work. Okay? Mm, the police work. Yeah, of course, you can't take your children out. Nobody will tell them that one. Nobody needs to tell them that one. Take your children out of school, say waiting. Take them out now. They will come and visit you. Social services are waiting. The police here work, oh. There's something they call police here. And you can dial them with the tip of your finger. 911, 999, and they will come. So keep your hands to yourself. The police work here. Yes, Eunice. The police here, they work. It's not like Nigeria police that will say, go home. Keep your hands to yourself. Do not, no matter the provocation, raise your hand. I feel like a lot of brothers don't know this when they are coming here. And they learn the hard way. Some are here and they still don't learn it. And they learn the hard way as well. Nobody should put their hand on another person, whether male or female. It is totally, totally not allowed. Like I said, police here, they work. Wah, 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 wah. They go arrest you. You go get criminal record. It go affect the rest of your life in the diaspora. Don't do it. Then you now say, hey, is that wife? Oh, when you marry them and you bring them here, this is what they do. They ruin your life. They destroy your life. Do not do anything that will make somebody call police on you. All right? So no raising of hands, bro. No raising of hands. No raising of hands, sis. Nobody should raise their hand. And then number 9, this is the second to the last one. Please, your expectations, manage them. Oh. Manage your expectations as you are coming. Oh. Okay? Don't start promising people things as you are coming. Oh. Some people, before they even reach there, they start promising people, don't worry, if I get there, I'll send you a phone. Don't worry, if I get there, I'll send you a laptop. Don't worry, if I get there. You don't know where you dey go, you dey promise. You don't promise nobody anything. Like I said, you don't know what you are coming to go and meet. Expectations versus reality. Come on, sister, thank you. Manage your expectation. Do not promise anybody anything that you are the one that is going to wipe all their tears. You raise all your family from the poverty and build an estate under 6 months. Say, don't worry, just give me 6 months. Once I get there, estate needs straight. I'll build an estate and buy everybody a car. Hey, you can't realize that you work 6 months. You don't have $200 in your account. You'll be wondering, where is the money you are making? You know what they say in Lagos? Oh, Eko Longbe. If we are not careful, Obodoyibo can become like that too. That the money you make will stay here in a way that technically what I'm saying is that you will spend the money, you put it back in the system in payment of bills, and things like that, especially for people who are living above their means. Okay. If you are living above your means, you go and buy a car you cannot afford, and you are paying a lot. You have this massive house that you are paying a lot of mortgage for monthly. You might end up, getting into trouble in terms of finances. Again, a lot of people lose their houses, and guess what? If you lose your house, if bank repossess your house, shingbai, they're not going to give you. They will tell you say everything don't enter for or taxes and this and that. You no go get nothing. So you can be working and you might not even have any savings. And you are earning money, but everything will be going for one thing or the other. You just be seeing the thing flying out of your account. But if you take your bank statement, sometimes you look at it, you be wondering, bills, they drive people mad. But we don't have a choice. You got to pay them. So that is where you're being financially wise and, strategizing in a way that you are not spending too much and you are still able to put a little here, a little there aside. Some people earn very big, outrageous salaries. So for them, it's not a problem. Okay. But for the ordinary person, the average salary in the UK is around 26,000 pounds per annum gross. By the time you remove taxes from it, you remove this from it, national insurance, you remove from it, you remove this from it, they remove pension from it, they remove this, what your take home. I always tell people, don't go with, if they ask some people, they'll say, I'm earning 60,000 pounds, I'm earning 70 pounds. What is your take home per month? Because if they call the money, it will be like big money. It will seem as if you are earning such big money. But look at your pay slip. At the end of the month, what do you have in your bank account? That is what matters. Okay? The more you earn, the more taxes you pay. And lastly, number 10 is the last but not the least, but I'm going to end here because I'm not tired to talk. It's 1 hour. I've been talking non-stop. I'm tired. I want you people to talk now. The last one I'm going to say, yes, Nikki is saying something very important. Establish good credit and be responsible in paying your bills on time. Yes, very, very important. There's something they call credit report here. Everywhere in the diaspora, you have it. Because the Obodo system is not built on cash like Africa. You will get to learn this when you come. It is built on credit. All right. So you need to have a credit history. In fact, if you don't get credit for here, it's a bad thing. It can hurt you. Okay. I've heard of a millionaire that was declined something here in this country because he didn't have a credit card. These are multi-millionaire in pounds. So, so somebody is saying something here. Let me see what Hajara is saying. I'm married to Ibo while we were in Nigeria. I thought I knew him, but it was done on me as we got here in Dutchland. I never knew him at all. Okay. You are confirming what we just said about not really knowing people. So, quickly on that credit thing. When you come here, you need to build a good credit for yourself. Please, if you take credit card, because you can get carried away, you think it's free money. That's the dumbest thing some Africans do. You think it's free money because they give you a credit card of £10,000. And you know what? These people know how to give credit. They will give you plenty. Now, rope to hang yourself, oh, don't fall for it. They will give you many. Plenty. They'll just they give you. Once your credit is good, they go, now lie you. When they begin to chase you, if you know if you pay, and that's how you go know. See, let me tell you something. A little thing as ordinary mobile phone contract, you cannot get it if your credit is bad. That's the smallest thing back. Mobile phone contracts, because here we do contracts. You pay monthly. They give you a phone or whatever. You can't get it if your credit is bad. So if they give you credit, it's a good thing. Don't take too many. Number one, start small. If it's only one you want to have, just have one. Make sure you pay. Don't ignore letters when they write you that you are owing, because the thing will be going on that thing they call credit file. They have a credit file. It is the day you want to do something like buying a house. That's the day you will know that when they open your record, you gonna say, oh, you people be like God, small God, where every record of your sin is documented. Now you can't see that credit card where you take 10 years ago when you know grip pay. You did here. Everything they it will be staring you in the eye, in the face like this. So be careful with your credit. Very, very important. And lastly, number 10 is that now that you too, you don't become diaspora now. You are now a diaspora now. Okay. So you belong to the club of the diasporan Africans now. So you too, you will know what it means to be a diaspora. The pressure will start. The request will start. Yeah. The request will start. Everybody in Africa assumes you are a millionaire. You have a lot of money. If you don't share it, you are in trouble. Okay? They will be calling you. You've been in abroad for 3 years. Hey, you didn't send me money. Hey, you didn't do this. You didn't do this. Even family will go. If you stay long, they hey, this person is doing this. What have you done? This one has just come to build house. This one has just bought a car for their mother. This one has just bought a this, but family pressure is real. Yeah, it is real. So you're in diaspora now. And the pressure is real. So you cannot, there's no way you can explain to people who live in Africa what the reality of living in the diaspora is. They will never understand. Okay? Except the people who come here. Okay? And that's why you see the people who have the means that come here, they only visit, they don't stay. They'll tell you, no, I can't stay here. I beg. I'm going back to my Lagos. I'm going back to my Port Harcourt. I can't stay here. You Puna, they try. So they just come here to visit us and they go. They leave us with our code and our bills and our credits and they go. So yeah, the expectation is going to be a lot, and it's going to be right there. So a lot of people watch from on television and they want to join the conversation. You cannot join on TV. The link is in the comment section. Please use your phone or laptop. I have shared my link now. Let's have a discussion. I hope with these few points, I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that Obodoyibo is not a bed of roses. And diaspora and African marriages can work if everybody plays fair, you follow the rules, and nobody's trying to outsmart anybody, nobody's lazy, nobody's bringing the African mentality to come to the abroad, and everybody is doing everything for the unit called family. Okay? Placing the other person first. Placing the other person is not about you now, it's about us. Because now two people, they do this thing called marriage. I rest my case here. Yes. Thank you very much, guys. Yes, my link is in the comment section. If you got something to say, let's say it. Right. Bright and early, common sense sisters are here. Hello, common sense sisters. I can see you guys in the studio. Can you unmute yourself? If you are ready,
So I was shouting for my own self. Wow.
we don't hear.
Pressing the microphone, 1, 2. Oh, Auntie B, you there, yeah?
Yeah, I don't hear that now.
Ah, Jesus. Auntie B! Auntie B, good evening.
Good evening, my darling.
This is just Ella on the mic here again. Yo is also not available today. Even me, I go meeting in the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
But I must join today for this
Yes.
culture shock this thing, because this Canada wound person.
He wound you. He wound you.
He wound us now. You know when you go land for airports. Now then you go really don't know. You know, there's a difference between coming to visit somewhere and actually coming to live somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go come, they go welcome you from the airport, you ask you if you bring a goosey, all those things. You go they shock, say, you don't know what a goosey and not gonna mean. You know, different things. And you go drive, you go your place if you stay hotel. If we are with family, which is nicer. It's always nicer if you have somebody already there. But if you're on your own, then it's a different thing. Yes, Ajibola, use Google to learn. Google is your friend. Every single day, thank God for Google. For everything that you need, all your answers, for the most part, are on Google in every language. Ajibola also said, we'll do an announcement. So please, if you are here and you've not hit the like button, kindly hit the like button.
Please like, this is a very educative video.
Very
like
educative.
it. I don't talk for 1 hour. My throat is paining me now.
This is free information on a platter of gold.
Thank you, Eunice.
Number two, apart from minding your business, learn how to ask questions. If you don't know, not they behave like you know how we do in Nigeria. If you don't know something, people will be doing gra. Ask questions. Be polite. If you see anybody out and about, it's not like Nigeria where you don't know, for example, man now, he won't approach woman, you go they touch the woman body. That is harassment. You must act like a reasonable human being. Now, everybody talk about bills. The good part of the bills is that at least you see what you are paying for. For example, if they pay taxes, you they know say they go fix the road, you go get lights for house. If you don't pay those bills, there will be interest. So one day when you say when for example, if you get a credit card and your limit is, let's say, $5,000, you spent up to $5,000 in a month. They will tell you that the minimum amount you can pay is $10, or you opt to pay what you are owing, which is 5,000. For the most part, opt to pay what you are owing, because if you pay that $10, there will be interest on the 4,900.
Interest will finish you.
Oh, Auntie B, I get classmates now. Some of them when abandon their phone bills. As at the time of school, it was $400. They think they no go meet the phone bill for future.
Oh,
Let them wait.
They wait for you. They don't know if you abandon bill for Obodoyibo. You cannot abandon it.
This is what you call your day of reckoning is near.
Yes.
And the nemesis that will catch up with you, it's on another level. Another thing is, don't think that people back in your home countries will understand what you are going through. The mentality is different. As she shock you to, they've never experienced it. So you have to, think reasonable and know how to balance yourself. Another advice too, when you come as Auntie B, they say, learn how to cook your food, or regardless of your gender, YouTube is there. I think Nick that you was saying it, YouTube is there for you to learn. Also, there are also good grocery stores. It's not always the big chain ones. If you're looking for your ethnic food, look for your nearest, for example, African stores or even Asian grocery stores that sell the same type of food that we eat. It will save you a lot of money. These are the advice I have off the top of my head today.
Ella, sweetie, thank you so much.
Thank you. I will
You're
be in the comment
welcome.
section. I don't think I'll be here to the end though.
No wahala, no
Thank you so
wahala.
much,
Thank you,
Auntie.
my darling. Give
Thank
our love to Yo-Yo.
you.
It kind of
Mm-hmm.
sounds when only you is talking, and because Yo-Yo is not there to balance it, and
Mm.
because I'm so used to hearing both of you bounce off each other
But
when
they
you're
sound like
talking,
half.
it comes out like half.
I know. I'm even feeling strange.
You feel strange
I
because
feel so strange.
I'm even watching to see that if I go do a YouTube video, only you would do one, or Yo-Yo will do one, but you always do it together
We always see.
all the time.
Maybe one day we will try it and see how it goes. That would be very, very
You
strange.
always
I
do
can't
it
even imagine
together.
it. I cannot imagine it. This one is
Eh?
enough. This alone ship is enough.
Eh? It's good, though.
Thank you
It's
so much,
good.
Auntie. It's
You're
good to hear
welcome,
your
my
sweet
darling.
voice this evening. Make I go back to comment section.
Thank you, my darling.
Yes, bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye. Yeah. Credit, no problem. Oh, credit is sweet. The link is in the comment section. When I want to go now, at that time people could come and enter the studio. Use the link to come into the studio if you got something to say. Nick Deji, what happened to you? You were here before. You disappeared. Come back into the studio. Come and say what you want to say. I want to hear your melodious voice. I shared the link. I saw you before. What happened? You just disappeared. Credit is very good. You know when you come, people are offering you. They'll be calling you and offering you credit. If you don't understand, you'll be wondering, they borrow person money without person no ask. You don't even ask, they just they offer you. They say me you can't take money when you no ask them for. Sure? Which kind of people be this? You know, no say, now what is the sweet man and the king man? Hello, my darling. You're welcome.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I joined on and then I saw Common Sense Sisters at Enter, so I said, let me go.
No, 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 no. It can take more people. You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, so one thing I wanted to say, I was putting all my comments in there, but one thing that people need to understand, unfortunately here, I'm in the US, you can't depend on other people for help. Everyone helps themselves. So it's not like you can now go and put yourself in financial trouble, or maybe you took out money, or maybe you don't have enough money for your rent, whatever, and then you'll be going to people all over the place to borrow, to collect, to do this, to do that. And if you borrow from anybody here, you have to pay back, because there's
Mhm.
no, let me prostrate and be begging you, sorry, sorry. No, people will carry you to court, people will sue you, people can arrest you. So when you come here, definitely you want to be a person of integrity. No one knows you, but the way you carry yourself with others is what people will remember you for. And if they know you to be somebody who's scrupulous, somebody who lies, somebody who borrows all over the place, when the time comes in future that you have a true emergency and you want people to help you, nobody will come to your aid. So not only that, also the way you carry yourself in your working place. If some people tend to be very loud, boisterous, that can be fine in the marketplace, but you can't be doing that in the corporate office.
Yes, yes,
People will be like, if
yes.
you're having a phone call, you can't be saying your phone call so loud that everyone there will know what you're
Chai,
talking about.
Africans are loud, cha.
Yes, the thing
Cha.
that happened to my husband. He
Tell
was
us about it. What happened?
every
He was
every
taking a phone call at work.
Yeah, he was taking a phone call, and where he doesn't even have his own office. He's in a cubicle space. And
Does anybody ever have their office? We will have open plan offices in this part,
yeah,
in
it's
this
open
city.
plan offices. So
Everything is open. You just have a long desk with computers.
yeah, like I have an office with a door where I can close, but even still, I don't talk loud. But it's like anytime he's talking, even if he's not talking to somebody in Nigeria, somebody here locally, it's like he has to raise his voice. And I told him, I said, you need to stop doing this, because if you're doing this in the office, they will complain about you. He was like, what are
Mhm.
you talking about? I know what I'm doing. You act as if I don't know how to be. Okay, no problem. Soon
Mhm.
after, They were coming to him. You need to take your calls outside. You need to go to the
See
ground.
how embarrassing. See
Yeah,
how embarrassing. When you told him he should have just listened to you. You see
there's
the
so
pride of
many
the African man I'm telling you about.
there are so many things I forewarned him about. Does he listen? No, because he's like, after all, I have been doing this. After all, I said, what you do in Nigeria cannot be done here. Same thing. The way he drives, don't be driving anyhow. You can't just be turning and unturning. You can't be just speeding. With that, police will give you a ticket. Oh, don't tell me how to drive. I know what I. Okay, who is collecting $250 ticket every 4 months? I said, didn't I tell you? So you're wasting money. So,
Yes.
when people give you advice, when people are
Especially your
even,
wife.
yeah,
Your
as
wife.
not
I
only
don't know
your
why
wife,
why
but
why do men struggle to take advice from their own spouse though?
I
Because
don't know.
you're not gonna mislead him.
Let me tell you something. And the funny thing is that whenever he doesn't take my advice and that thing that I was telling him that will happen happens, he will always run back to me to look for a solution. And it got to a point that I said, if you put yourself in trouble, don't come back over here. I'm not helping you. You will figure it out on your own. Because to be forewarned is to be forearmed, and you choose not to listen. So that's not my headache. I will not carry it for my head. So when people open their mouths to give you advice, they're not telling you because it's benefiting them. They're trying to help you. But you also have to have the type of personality that will receive it. Be on the receiving and receive any message. Then, take your time to absorb it. Also, be willing to adapt. What works in Nigeria may not necessarily work here. And even in the US, what will work in one state, right? As far as like how you interact with people, like I lived in New Jersey at a point. We're not really, you don't see people friendly, just talking to you anyhow, greeting, whatever, whatever. People are like standoffish in a way, the tri-state, New York, New Jersey area. But here, I'm in Texas, people are friendly. People can be walking down the street, look at you, they'll say good
You
morning,
can
how are
go to
you?
jail for not paying a traffic ticket. Is it everything they go to jail for in America?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when they give you a ticket, not only do you have to, they will send it to you in the mail. So don't think you're gonna escape. Well, that's what do you call it? The tag on your card. They will find you. They will mail it to your house. They will tell you the price you have to pay. They will even, some of them, they will even tell you have to show up in court. If you like, ignore it. Once you ignore it, they will issue a summons for your arrest. You know, and that one will be adding to a point. If that keeps building, they can suspend your driver's license,
Oh
and then if
yes.
you're caught driving,
Yeah.
so for every action here in America, there's, people would say, oh, I didn't know. There's no ignorance. People would say there's no ignorance when it comes to the law. Every action you take, there's a consequence to it,
Consequences.
whether
Yeah.
legally, whether emotionally, whether spiritually. There's always a consequence to your action. You can't just get away with anything. So just make sure you understand the rules, the laws, and you operate within it. So
Absolutely.
with the here, you same thing with certain personalities, both men and women. They think, oh, I can hit my husband, my wife. Shebi, that's my husband, my wife. Not here in America. Nobody belongs unto you. And for you to put your hands on anybody, whether that's your wife, your mother, whatever, you will go to jail. You will spend, they would not hear any story. There's no begging, there's no prostrating. And you
Mm.
would be there. And once you have a record, or even if you've even gone to jail, there are some companies that once they run your background check, everybody, they do background check. If you
Hmm.
work in any corporate environment, if they say anything, they don't want any bad reputation to tarnish the company's image. So when you come here, your reputation is like your own.
Your records.
Yeah, it's like your grade report. It's like your
Yeah.
report card.
It's a report
So
card.
whether it's your
Mm.
credit score, whether it's your, your legal activities, everything you're being judged or assessed on. Same thing with paying bills. You can't just be ignoring bills. There was a time I was telling my husband, he was complaining that, oh, you have all the bills, because he came from Nigeria here. He was like, oh, you have all the bills in your name. I said, yeah, because I do a lot of auto pay. I automatically pay my bills from my bank account. That's how I set it up. So it has to be in my name. He insisted. So he wanted some in his name. No problem. Put it in his name. After 1 month, he didn't pay. He saw it. He forgot. The second month, guess what? They will shut things off. Whether
Yeah.
gas, whether electricity, whether cable.
They
You'll
can
just see
shut
that.
they can shut your electricity off.
Yeah, they will shut it off.
Here, what they will do is that they will come and remove the, if it's a monthly one you have, they will install a payment. They put the one that is pay as you go. So you have to now buy it, like they give you a key, then you buy it and put it inside, and then the debt that you are owing on it, they'll start deducting it from that gradually.
Oh no,
They
here
can
they'll
never
just
shut it off completely here.
no, here they'll do like 1 month where it's past due because they'll send the initial statement, then they'll send second notice, and if you don't shut it off, if you don't pay it by this time, we will shut it off. They will give you a warning, and if you don't pay it by then, they will just turn it off.
Hmm.
I think during the extreme winter months, they try not to do that, but here in
America
Texas,
is harsh,
yeah,
man.
they don't play.
Wow.
Oh.
They
So
don't play at
you
all.
can't be dragging your feet when it comes to certain things. And also, the other thing I want to tell you is that for anybody that comes here, just pay attention when people are telling you things. Just like there are 419 in Nigeria, there are 419 things happening here too. It's not everything you would hear, you would just accept. Pay
Hmm.
attention, listen to what people are telling you, but also be wise. Be wise and watch people's actions. Don't just say if something sounds too good to be true, most
Yeah,
likely it
it
is.
is not true.
So don't just enter into anything. The way you will be wise back home, if somebody is telling you nonsense, is the same way you need to be wise here. Pay
Hmm.
attention to your surroundings, pay attention with the people you even associate with. And I also believe just because I'm Nigerian, it's not even Nigerian I will associate with. I watch
Yeah.
how people behave, I
Yeah.
watch how people act. And you don't have to live where other Nigerians are living. Branch
Hmm.
out. Be willing to have friends from different backgrounds, different culture, different educational status. The people you surround yourself with are the people that can help you further grow, not
Yeah.
only in your knowledge, in your expertise, but maybe also in your career. Learn how to network, learn how to also observe. You don't, there are some events, things I've gone to that I don't have to be the one talking. I would just be watching, paying attention. And whatever useful information I get, I will come back and share it among others.
Yeah.
Just as people are helping you, you also help
Help
others. And I
others.
feel that
Yeah.
God will also bless, the fruits of your work. So
Amen.
be nice, be respectful. Don't come here be expecting everybody to behave like Nigerian culture. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I respect everybody, but if you see somebody younger than you, whether African American, whoever, don't say, "Oh, you're talking to me like that. You're calling me by my first name." You not people by default don't follow our culture. But
Hmm.
people will also respect your culture as well. But it's the
Yeah.
way you approach things and the way you behave. If you are
Yeah.
sweet, they say you get more bees with honey. If you're sweet, people will be sweet to you. If you come in
Mm.
harsh and you say, "Oh, that's the way I talk," people too will treat you harsh. So
Yeah.
just pay attention, observe, be willing to adapt, be open minded, and things will work out the way it should. But anything you do,
Amen.
whether the way you pay your bills, financial, anything financial, your credit score, your business dealings, your workplace, your ethics, your etiquette, all that is your credit score for yourself. The way you carry yourself is the way people will take you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nick Deji, for
Thank you.
summarizing that and really, really giving us the points about living the life, the dream life in the US of the A. Thank you.
Exactly. No
Thank you.
problem.
No,
Have
they
a
don't
blessed
cut off
day.
water. Yeah, thanks, my love. They don't cut off water and things like that. The UK people are more kinder when it comes to that, but they'll find a way to make you pay. Okay, they'll find a way to make you pay, but they won't cut it off. I've never heard of them cutting off electricity. They will bring the meters. They change the meter to give because they have a month pay as you go meter. So if you don't keep up with your payment, they will install that one by force. They'll just come and install it for you, so you'll be forced. If you don't now top up your key, you won't have electricity. So that means you're cut off. So you'll be forced to go and put money in it by yourself. All right. So with the driving one that Nick Deji was saying, Balaji, you're next. I can see you. Blessings, people. Uh the driving one, men, men, may God help you, people. May God help you. Driving one is real. Tickets. A lot of people waste money on tickets and driving. So my husband drives really, really fast. And every time I enter his car, I will tell him, "You are too fast." He will say, "No, it's not fast. This is how he drives." I say, "You are too fast." He won't listen. So he keeps collecting tickets. I hardly, in all my driving history in this country, I can count the number of times I've had ticket, maybe once or twice. I don't. I always drive within the driving limit. So one time he drove and he got a ticket, and they gave him points because they give points here, and they told him, they warned him, he paid the point because the points will stay on your license, right? So I was thinking that he would now cool down now, not to drive fast again, because I always tell him, and the same way that Madam Esther, that's how she drives as well. He now went and drove like that again. This time around, he broke light. You know how you drive and pass light, all those speed camera that will be reading the speed, and next thing, back around. The now police now route him. He now came, hey, police has written me. Oh, they say, oh, I should come. Oh, my license. I say, what did I tell you? Did I not tell you? You drive too fast. Driving fast in this country, consequences. Please, oh, Moko now they listen to us, so we know what we are saying. No, Balaji, I got you. Welcome, bro. How are you?
Hello, Sisbi. Good
Long
evening.
time. You
Yes,
okay?
I was on vacation. I was in Nigeria. I just came back
Oh,
from
you went to
Lagos.
Niger.
Yeah,
How's
just
Niger?
came
I hope
back
you had
two
a good
days ago.
time.
Yeah, just came back.
Really?
Yeah,
How
it's
was it?
nice. Yeah, it's nice as usual. Meeting
I hope
family
you
and
brought
friends.
egusi and crayfish.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you very much, Sisbi, for this great topic. Yeah, um, it's all the bullet points you gave. The 10 points are very valid, and I totally agree with all of them. But I just want to add one or two points to from my own perspective, especially for those of us that are living in Central Europe. You know, I think we diasporans that are living in Central Europe, like Spain, Netherlands, Italy, we should learn to integrate when we come in here,
Mm-hmm.
because many of us that come here, we don't integrate in the society. We don't want to learn the language. We want to be on our own. We want to be in the Nigerian group, and that at the end of the day, it's tend to be drawing many people back here. You know, you find out there are some people out there here 10, 20 years, they don't speak a word of where
The
I was living in
language.
Spain. I know people living in Spain. Some they've lived like 20 years in Spain. They don't speak a word of Spanish, or even
How
they
is
speak, they don't understand.
how is that
So,
possible?
yeah, but because they don't integrate, you speak, they don't integrate. They have their own groups, their own clique. I mean, there's something about we black people. We say the white people are racist, but sometimes I do tell them that you guys are the racist. Yeah, you guys are real the racist ones, because you don't want to integrate. You just want to have your own Nigerian clique. And when they see that you are trying to integrate with the white folks or with the other class, they tend to go against you, that oh, you want to something like that, because these were my experience. Because when I was living in Spain, I had to integrate. I had to learn the language. I speak five languages. I speak Spanish. I speak French. I speak Netherlands. I speak German. So every
But
place
you
I
can't
go, I
let.
try to like integrate. So I mean, when you integrate, you get to know the system of those societies, and you
Mm,
get and you be able to excel in that society. Integration to me is very important, and this is one fact that most Nigerians are getting off point here. So many don't go to school, but they have the opportunity to go to school, but they don't go to school.
mm,
They waste their time around. So, and that integrating into society and learning the language gives you more chance to be able to excel in these societies. Or maybe if you go
absolutely.
to England and the US, yeah, we know that English is Nigerian language. You might not, but in the US, even in the US now, Spanish is the second language in the US now. In New York, the Spanish is like the second language. So
Mm,
integration for me plays a very important role, and
yeah.
um, and then in terms of financial discipline, yes, we need to learn to maintain that financial discipline. Ashwabi parties every weekend. We should
Mm,
have that kind of discipline, because all these are things that takes money out of our pocket you know.
mm,
So, and yeah, I listened to you in the program. You said those who earn a lot, because our friends that have earned a lot of money in their salary have big salary paychecks. My friends in England, some of them, they have big salary paychecks, but they are the ones that usually have trouble at the end of the year, at the end of the month with their because that salary they get, they spend out of their reach. So it applies to those who earn a lot of money as well. We need to have a strong financial discipline, and we should learn to create generational wealth for our families, so that we can excel. Yeah. So
thank you very much, Balaji.
Yes, from what you've said in the programs, I would just have to add those 2 points: those financial discipline and the need to integrate in any society we are in, especially those of us that were going living in Central Europe, where we have different languages. That it's very important to do that for us to excel in
Yeah,
these societies. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, and it's nice to be back to hear your programs. The
Thank
Wi-Fi in
you.
Nigeria is not making it so easy. But when I since I came back, I've been trying to get back to all the
Yeah.
programs. I've been trying to watch them
Mm.
back. And
All
so
right. You're welcome.
right.
I hope you had fun in Niger.
Yeah,
Niger is fun.
lots of fun, but with care.
Yes, of
With
course.
care because but it's fun. Yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
getting back now with the weather. It's now in
Yeah, it's
Amsterdam.
getting cold now.
It's getting
Yeah.
cold in Amsterdam now. So, but
Mm.
that's till next year again. But it's nice to
All
be back.
right.
Nice to get back
Yeah.
to the field.
Welcome, my
All
bro.
right.
Take
Thank you.
care. All
All right.
right, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye. All right. We're moving on quickly. I'm going to end at exactly 2 hours. Blessings, peoples. You're welcome. Unmute yourself, sis. Hello.
Hello.
Good
Yeah, can you hear
evening.
me?
Yes.
Good afternoon. How are you
Good
doing today?
afternoon. I'm fine, thank you. You're
Um,
welcome. We can hear you.
okay. I will not stop, praying for you and giving you kudos for
Thank
this
you.
program. I think some about 3, 4 weeks back, I was just thinking in my mind, I said, um, I tried to get your number on WhatsApp, but I couldn't see some digits clearly. So
Mm,
I was thinking, I said, if there will be an opportunity where you have like a lecture
mm,
for women in Nigeria that intend to come here for marriage, or they go to Nigeria, marry them, and bring them here. If you have
yeah.
an enlightenment program for it, and I'm surprised. I think yesterday or so, I just saw this topic.
To
10
see
things,
how God works.
I said, oh
Mm,
God, I said, this is really in my heart because our Nigerian women needs to be educated. That the
mm,
life in Nigeria is not the life here. The
mhm.
life here is way different. Is way different from Nigeria. Women has rights, and their rights are respected by the law of in diaspora.
Mhm,
So God will bless you for this program. God will
mhm.
really bless you,
Amen.
strengthen you, keep
Amen.
you stronger and stronger. Sometimes I say, sometimes I've vision you like, permit me to use the word, like you are like a garbage bin. Everybody comes to dump, 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 dump. You understand?
Mm,
You hear
mm,
all the, there are some stories here. The Bible say when you hear certain things, your ear will tingle. Some stories
mm,
here, in short, my ear tingle, my heart palpitate that women are, going through such things, and the world of people are not aware. But with this your
mm.
program, it has brought to the limelight that many women, especially Nigerian women, are suffering in
Yeah.
diaspora. They are suffering here. The suffering they've already like you beat in Nigeria, that it's normal for husband to beat wife. It's normal for husband to do a lot of things to the wife because she's a wife. But here it's not like that. You can beat your wife and go scot-free. Here in the US, New York precisely, domestic violence is a serious case. The men go to jail for it if any report is made. But thank God for this your
Yeah.
program that has really brought a lot of limelight. God will bless you. God will preserve
Thank
you
you
and
very
keep
much.
you for
Amen.
us. And I want to
Amen.
use this opportunity to say that by the grace of God, I, yeah, I would say we have an NGO. My husband had it in mind, but unfortunately, he passed away a few months ago. And
Oh, I'm so
as I'm here,
sorry.
I'm still grieving.
Oh,
I'm still
I'm
grieving
sorry.
because he was not just a husband. He was a loving one.
Oh,
He was a
yeah.
friend. He
I'm sorry.
he he made me
Mm,
see. He made me see what marriage really is supposed to be.
mm,
What marriage really is supposed to be.
mm,
Then Our NGO is battered and bittered, the way forward. This
Hmm.
NGO is for abused women, women who are domestically abused, raped, written off, women who are losing hope in life, women, who the society rejects and all that. We give them succor.
Hmm.
Give them succor. We are not God. We don't provide everything
Where
the
are you?
woman might
Are you
need.
still running it now that your husband is gone?
Yes, yes,
Hmm. And you
yes.
are based where? In
I'm in New York.
New York. Okay. So
Yeah.
if we have anybody in New York that comes up and they need support, then we can always can we come to you for some support?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
Yeah.
my number is on the screen. You said you didn't have my number. It's
Yeah.
on the screen now. Can you see it? You're really squinting hard there. Do you use
Okay.
glasses?
Yeah, I need to put on my glasses. Yes.
Yeah, because it's
I
not
need
good
to
to
put on my
squint.
glasses. Okay.
Yeah. Just take it down then
Okay.
and then I'll save it.
Okay.
People's blessing.
Wait,
Just send me an
let me
email
write it
or
down now.
yeah, just send me a message and say this is people's blessings from New York City. And I'll
Okay,
save it.
okay. I
I'll
have
save
your
your
email.
number.
I'll send
Yeah.
it. I'll
All
send
right.
it to you.
Yeah, the number is still on
I'll
the
send
screen.
it.
Thank you very much. And may your husband so
Okay.
rest in peace. God bless you,
Amen.
sis.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Okay,
Stay
bye.
safe. Bye.
So yeah. uh People need to learn because I feel like it is when they don't know they come here, ignorantly with a lot of expectations, and then it becomes a problem. I didn't know this man, I didn't know this man, I didn't know this woman, I didn't know they work like this here, I didn't know they do this here. But Google is your friend. Bio, you're welcome, bro.
Auntie B, good afternoon.
Afternoon, my brother. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. Good to speak with you again. So, I want to talk about, first of all, I know on the comment section I did talk about criminal record and credit card stuff and all that. But since I will just have 2 minutes, let me just go ahead and talk about the one that is very important, which the other previous caller talked about, financial discipline. Um,
Hmm.
None of us is a saint. I made the mistake myself in the past. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm sharing it. So I'm not saying it because I know too much about it. I don't want people to learn from my experience too as well. You see, one thing we should know is once we come now, I'm talking to people who are really working for their money. I'm not talking for people who have any other thing they are doing. So if you are in the US, you are working for your money, no matter what you are doing, whether you are doing menial job, career job, whatever you're doing, you alone know exactly what your paycheck is.
Yeah.
It's your personal business. That is why even in every organization, you can go to work there and see your money. So you must take your paycheck and look at yourself and ask yourself a question. Are you going to be living paycheck to paycheck all your life? Let's say, for instance, even if you are making maybe $2,000 a week or 1 week, 700, whatever you are making anyway, look at your paycheck. Look at the basic things of life that are necessary here, which is one, housing, and two, phone bills and other normal everyday bill. Okay, yeah, is the problem I found out with most of our people here. Clear example. I made a trip one time to Houston, and a friend of mine there, the apartment he stayed in Houston, there were a lot of Nigerians around there. It was basically like, I mean, it's not like everybody there's Nigerians, but most Nigerians around that area live in that apartment. So I had the opportunity to meet some Nigerians around there. But I discovered that most of these single men, Nigerians and single women, they had 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartment to themselves in that complex. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, without trying to bring any of them down, if virtually all, if not all, that I know that I met,
Mm.
they're not really having good job. Let me be very
Mm.
straightforward to you. They,
Mm.
they were having, yes, let's say Amazon job, normal, you know what I mean? Which is
Mm.
okay. I'm not saying their job is bad. Don't get me wrong, please. So, but I discovered that their rent was over 2 weeks of their salary, okay, which is bad. When I now explain to them, when you go to rent a house in the US, they tell you that you must make 3 times the amount of that apartment, right? That is what they tell you.
Mhm.
They are
Mhm.
not telling you because they want to wicked you. They put that
Mhm.
in place to help you, because this is what they have sat down as economists to look at. If you divide your monthly income into 3, one part should take care of housing. So
Mhm.
therefore, why are you renting an apartment that if they divide your income into 2, you'll even be struggling to pay the rent? You know what I mean?
Is it
You
the
know?
area that is expensive or
No, the area is not expensive, man. The truth of the matter is that
I
in
don't
this country,
understand what? Yeah.
yeah, okay. Yeah, the truth of the matter is that, this country, the way they do things, like for instance, that apartment they are renting now, if it's Mexican people now, 2 of them will share the apartment. Do you understand? So these people, our Nigerians, which I agree, a lot of them said, "Oh, I can't share with somebody, I can't share with somebody." But normally, the way they are living single man, not be say you get woman where you won't hide or anything what they do. You know what I mean? Everybody just would like to do oga to my own. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying you must live with somebody. So and I said, why don't you go look for a cheaper apartment, or at the end of the
Or
day,
share.
maybe,
Or
or a
share.
house, and share one room. Everybody lock your door, parlor did downstairs, use kitchen. And it will also help, not only in terms of the salary, you will even have money to save every
Yeah.
month. So when they reason these things, when they say this is a great point, I say yes. So what I'm saying, it is not only for them on that level, even people receiving big salary, we also, people like that are
No,
receiving
but we're,
medium,
we're
not,
talking about marriage though. In
yeah,
marriage
that's what, yeah, I'm coming
relationships.
to that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that is where it starts from now. Before you enter marriage, no be what you do before you marry, you go do when you don't marry. So
Mhm.
what I'm trying to say in essence is, somebody like that now want to marry, you bring in a woman from Nigeria now, instead of them to let them know the truth that this country, even, do you know that it's easier when you are married to pay rent than when you are single? Let me tell you now, in case if you don't know. Because if, for instance, that single man now has a woman here that is working, for instance, even though he's paying the rent, complete rent, the woman can support with the B, like light B, water B or whatever, and disposal B. I don't know what the arrangement would be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that is why you see them here in the offices. I noticed that even the whites themselves, once they start their career, or before they even get married, or whether they are married or before they get married, you see boyfriend and girlfriend virtually sharing an apartment and sharing the bills. The key point here to contribute to your topic today is the obodo life is contribution. Okay, so
Mhm.
it's contribution. So whether you are bringing somebody here, no matter who you are, just make the person face reality that he or she is going to contribute. Her level of
Mhm.
contribution will not depend on what you have built, you yourself, right? You
Mhm.
know, so even if you are a 6 figure now or whatever, she will also contribute a little bit. So
Mhm.
prepare women, and once you know that a woman is contributing too as well, you cannot eat your cake and have it. This is America. Woman is not your slave. You are not going to control a woman. You're not going to sit on a woman's head. That is why once the woman is not, you people are doing things together, just know that that will not give you the opportunity to also support domestically. Like for instance, you go also wash plates sometimes. It's just the truth. You go also
What
clean
about,
house sometimes.
let me
Eh?
ask you this. Let me ask you this,
Okay.
Bill. What about women who come here to say that when they go to nursing school and they start earning more, then the man doesn't want to contribute. He doesn't want to work anymore. How about that?
That woman have a right to kick that man out. No 1 seconds. I'm not joking. In America, if which kind of nurse? Sorry to say, the only way a man or a woman should not contribute at a point is, we know that life, there's always up and down. God
Yes.
forbid, if you bring a woman here, you don't want her to contribute from day one. Nobody wants a wise man will never even allow the woman to do anything. It's the woman herself
Mhm.
that will see it. Once she's settled down,
Like
maybe
if
after,
like if a woman has just given birth, you don't expect her to go and be working and bring you money.
oh, of course now, that's not common sense now. Auntie
Mhm.
B, say this channel would always they like to talk to people who doesn't get small sense. We don't like to talk to Mumu. You know understand?
Yes,
Not the truth
yes.
now. So that one, even primary 6 person know that one. So normally, if you whether you bring a woman from here or you marry her from a different state or whatever, like for instance, it's not even from Nigeria. Let's say you're a man here, you meet a woman from a different state, maybe because of you, she relocated or you relocated. People understand things may happen. Each person will give the other person a little bit of time to settle down, and you will see the effort. Life is
Not
all about
everybody,
effort.
oh. Not everybody. Somebody came here the next day, they took her to job center to go and find work. Oh.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, what I mean, even though the person get the work immediately, as somebody that has sense, you understand, you will still the person will still make some money for his or herself. So, but the key point, let us not miss it again. Going back to that final thing I made before the little direction is that obodoyibo life is contribution. That's what I'm saying.
Compromise. Yes, it's compromise.
You understanding, give and take. You both of you will be happy.
Yeah.
A reasonable woman self will be proud that whether you are a nurse, your husband is paying this bill, you as a woman want to feel like human being. How will you feel as a woman if you make, let's say, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, and you are contributing half of it to your household? You still have some to keep for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know that your husband is still contributing 70% of his money into the household.
Absolutely.
Or whatever.
There's nothing wrong in that.
There's nothing wrong in that.
Yeah.
This pride is just too much. People are too proud. I'm telling you the truth. It's just the pride that is our problem, and we live more than what we are worth. That is just the truth.
We live above our means because people go and buy things they cannot. What about the people? Some people like to buy designers. All their money they will gbese because of designers.
Because of this thing, just hear that one woman they bought house in so area in Texas. You want to go and buy there. Those people, you don't know their income. What is your own? Can you finance that house? Think about it. If you have not been able to finance yet, there where you day. In America, I don't get person. Which place I won't go? Thank God I'm in a state that is not like all these Nigerian mentality state too. That, for instance, somebody, sorry to say, this is a public figure. This whole year, it's only one Nigerian friend that have come to visit me in my place. Only one. So even if I live in anywhere, who's going to see it? So don't do things because you're in a community of Nigerians.
Don't be competitive.
Competition.
Trying to live up to the Joneses, not knowing that the Joneses are poor, they are broke.
And finally, there's what we call 401k too. See, Auntie B, sorry, recently I discovered that some Nigerians, when they die, they start to send this thing, say somebody died, contribution. Somebody sent money
to bury
to me one day. Do you know what I told the person? I said, sorry, I don't mean to talk about the death. I said, this is America. How can you be working? You don't have a life insurance. You know what I mean? How can you not have a life insurance in this country? There are things that you don't beg for in this country that people will even answer you because they look that white man, look, you are stupid. You know what I mean? Sorry to say, So how can you be in this country? You don't have those basic things to support things that can happen tomorrow. And these are just like things of 20 card every paycheck or 30 card every paycheck. You know what I mean? Begin to send people a message. Somebody just had me on a group because you know me. Or I don't even know that. You say so person in Atlanta. We are helping the person. Then
you don't even know who died.
People that want to show that they have money because they don't know, they don't work for their money. You just see them in the group. Money sent 300. All the women will be looking at their cash app and say, hey, this boy go hot to where be name. Who be this one will do 300? So who be this one will do 400? So it's all about bragging. You know what I mean? They didn't even give that money out of love.
So what do you can do? You contribute?
I remove myself from the group. I never talk anything. It's not about the contribution, So it's just the bad attitude that we are brought in here. You know what I mean?
Go fund me. Go fund me.
Maybe say.
How many of you have life insurance? Bio is talking. We are laughing now. We have 700 people, 705 people on this platform now watching.
Have life insurance?
How many? If you have insurance, make us see your hand. Say you raise your hand for comment section.
People, if person.
How many of you? You don't need to be old to have life insurance. So, how many of you have? Not seriously. You know what he said? If you don't take anything from what Bill said, now small change is not worth the money you spend on a good day. Right. What you pay for life insurance? I said I was going to bring somebody here to educate us. Okay? You think it's big money. It is not big money. Do you have life insurance? Do you? I feel you. I hear everything when you talk, Bill. You make perfect sense. All these GoFundMe, they are so shameful. When person
So
die, you don't live for
shameful.
America, you don't live for abroad for
Eh, they call
20,
they beg
25,
money.
40 years. They got to beg money to bury you.
When we both they die, at
See,
that time they even make
anybody when
money.
you not do
Not even
when you
to
not do life
eh?
insurance now, saying I know they like make now they like to do buy land to bury for
Yeah.
land, but for you
Thank
go,
you.
they burn person, they go carry you go
Eh.
burn the body. Now it be the cheapest form of burial.
Yes,
They
now.
go just carry you go. What's it they call that kind of cremation? They go
Cremation.
cremate you.
Mm.
If people where they believe in incarnation, you don't go
Eh?
reincarnate.
They not
You
fit
don't
pay
finish.
for burial place for cemetery. Yes, they can't pay because their mat they go tear. They say I beg. They not fit
To
to. You know
bury
what I
is
mean?
very, very important. If you talk
Eh?
about African people, go they cringe. They go
Ah,
cringe. Say, eh? What did they talk? You all kill me. Hmm.
eh?
It is well, low. Thank you
Please,
so
that
much,
one is
Bill.
very
Hmm.
important. Thank
You
you
dropped
very
plenty
much.
sense tonight. I appreciate you.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Buy my Shoibi first, though. Before you stop to the buy Shoibi, oh. You need to buy my Shoibi first. Me, I dey sell a Shoibi. Olu. You are my last but not the least caller tonight. Unmute yourself and what do you have to say?
Okay. Auntie, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for today's topic.
You're
I thank
welcome.
you for all the program you have been giving us. I don't have much to say. I will just add little. I listening to the program today. Before, I don't have the time to check everything. Most of the time, I come maybe 15 minutes to the end. It was 2 days ago. I now click my notification because I subscribed. Because I didn't click notification, I don't
Okay,
usually
you
get
don't
the
usually
salary.
get it. No, you have to click
So
notification.
today I got everything almost from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I only need 4 minutes. So I am really happy with the items you listed for us, like 10 points. But the most important thing when it's come to a man bringing wife from Nigeria or from Africa, or a woman bringing man from Africa, both of
Mm.
them should have a kind of understanding. Okay, I'm bringing someone to do what? That's the first thing. If it is coming as your wife, that's why you want to plan the future together. So the
Mm-hmm.
issue of rent or how much do we contribute this and that should be should not be the issue, because husband and wife, they should be one, and they should have a goal, and they should have a focus. So if they want to build a business empire, out of the two salary, okay, for example, let's say I'm earning 2,000 euro every month
Mm.
and my
Mm.
wife is earning 2,000 euro every month.
Mm.
Out of my 2,000 euro, our own apartment should not more than 700 euro, including water
Mm-hmm.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It should not more than 700 euro. So if we remove 700 euro from my own, it will remain 1,300.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, our food, let's say food, everything
That you
should be
are
around
assuming that
seven.
everybody will put their 700, their 1,000, their salary down. That's your calculation now,
No,
isn't it?
no, what I'm saying is both of them should have a kind of a project. Both of them. There should be a project. Okay, we want to build house. Then they know how much they will put there. There should be a project. Okay, if anybody in the family, either my family or the wife family, need money, there should be something they will save for that. If both of them work together to save the money together. If you didn't do that, that shows they have a different account. No problem. But both of them should know what to contribute. They are live together to run together in Europe. That should the wife spend the rest of the money how she wants it, and the husband will spend the rest of the money how he wants it to. But what brought them together? Okay, our house, our children, both of them will contribute for that. But that one will not help. The most important thing for them to know where they are going. I know some family that have house in London. I know some family. I was in Holland. They have house. Nobody will know. Husband and wife. They buy and buy another one, and both of them are working. So
So your point is that they should plan together and do projects.
exactly, both of them should plan together. The project will be their focus.
Projects should
So
be their focus.
yes, exactly. One of the projects is at the end of the day, what is our gain in Europe? Let's buy a house for the food for the children. They will
Mm-hmm.
contribute together and they will pay for the house maximum 10 years. both of them. It's going to be 20 years, but both of them by the within 10 years they finish that. That one will be for the children. If they want to have anything at home, maybe like property, they can contribute together and get a property in Nigeria or in
What
Africa.
about, before thinking of project, what about advancing yourself, like making sure that that job of 2,000 euro you are getting, if you now go to school, to make sure that you are getting like maybe let's say 5,000 euro a month? How about that?
That one is possible if both of them their education is, because except if one of them is greedy. If a man is a, for example, a man is a BSc holder and the wife is BSc holder, my husband, we leave
You
one
said?
further. If both of them are BSc holder, the wife can ask the husband, maybe he wanted to further, or any of them can go first, maybe for master 2 years. After that, the second one will go. But both of them cannot go at the same time. Okay, like
Yeah.
here in Europe, when a woman give birth to a child, we have 2 years leave. And that 2 years, they'll be paying her salary, half salary. At that
What
time,
what what part of you saying you live in France, isn't it?
no, in Austria,
Oh, you
Austria,
live in
Germany,
Austria.
yeah,
Germany.
they use the same law. So they call it
Okay.
Eten Karen. So that period, that 2 years, they will give her leave. So it can slip the leave. Maybe okay, he will use 1 year. I mean, she will use 1 year and the husband will use 1 year. But both of them must use it before the child is 7 years old. So
Yeah,
they expect
I understand what you mean. Thank you.
eh,
You are basically saying that they should plan together,
yeah,
whatever they want to do. There
exactly
must be
once they plan
partnership. They
once
should
they
work
plan
together.
together, it will
They
be
can
much more
achieve more.
easier.
Yeah, they will
Exactly.
achieve more if they plan together instead of
Yeah,
planning individually. Yeah,
exactly. It will be
thank
much
you.
easier. Okay.
I hear you. Thank you, Olu.
Okay, ma. And then concerning insurance, there is something I wanted to say. Every
I
one
want
of
to
us,
end. Summarize, please, in 2 minutes.
okay, every one of us, if we are disclosing that we have insurance, may not buy people could delete us or to get the money because
You
insurance
said,
worth a lot.
you said what? What did you say?
Because of death insurance, some people will delete their wife or husband to get the money behind it.
No, no, we are not
Yeah,
thinking like that, please. No, please,
no, I
Olu, that
believe.
one I disagree with you.
Yeah, I
We are not
believe
thinking
that.
like that. We cannot be thinking like that because it's basically discouraging people not to get. It's not called.
No, I'm
It's
not
called life
discouraged.
insurance, not death
No,
insurance.
what I'm saying is we cannot disclose it. That is what I said. That we cannot disclose it that I have or I did not have.
Why
That's
can
what
you
I
not
mean.
disclose it? Why?
I can't tell people if I
It's not.
will keep it to myself.
It's not people
Honestly.
that you are going to tell now. Which people are you going to tell? Do you tell your business to everybody before?
And no, 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 no.
Exactly.
No.
It's not now. It's not everybody you tell now. You know. It's life insurance, and the point is for when the person goes, because whether you like it or not, everybody will die. Okay,
Sure.
all
I
right,
know
and
that.
there is no written where people when people will die. Lady just died that I know very well that we're together. First on the 5th of September we're together. You know,
Yeah.
we were together like this. That woman today now she's gone. She was
Oh
only
my
like
God.
55 years old or 56 years old. So
Yeah.
he
I'm
doesn't write
sorry.
letter. Ikú ò kí ń ka, kò ń kọ letter. He doesn't write letter. It can happen at any time. The important thing is that you protect the people that you love, that you are leaving behind, and that they don't do GoFundMe for you when you go. That's what
Email,
Leo was saying.
they will not do go
If you
for
don't
me
want them
for
to
us.
go fund me, you better go and do insurance and forget about people deleting you because of insurance. Okay?
No,
You know, in
yeah.
this part of the world, let me tell you something, Olu. If
Okay.
somebody deletes you, they will find out because they always find out the cause of death. And if somebody deletes you because of insurance, they will still not get the money because the person needs to die from natural causes. So if they delete somebody, insurance will not pay. You think insurance don't investigate? Their own investigation pass FBI own. I'm telling you. Thank you, my darling, for calling. I appreciate you. Have a good evening. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. And I'm afraid I got to drop the curtain here. All of you are laughing. Olu is making you guys laugh because he's saying that he will buy, he will not tell anybody. Olu wants to protect his life. He doesn't want to take any chances. No chances at all, at all. Yes. Yeah, everyone is every deletion, every death is is investigating. If it's not natural that somebody deleted you because of insurance, they will not pay. So that's why it's like car insurance now. If your car is lost or stolen or anything happens to your car, before they will pay you, hey, you guys remember when my car was stolen? Before they pay me, it was investigation, Now levels of investigation they do from one level to the other. So because they say some people they ship them, you ship it to Africa, and then you now say it's stolen. I don't know why people will go to that. Now wow, may God save some criminal-minded people, sha. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for being here today. Have you given this video a thumbs up? Have you enjoyed this conversation? Give it a thumbs up. I know it's not one of the sensational subjects or shows that we do, but this is equally very important because the foundation of all those stories is this one that we're talking about. His relationship, marriages. I married this person and this happened. I married this person and this happened. So to get it right, we also need to do, we also need to teach on why it is important for people to know what they are getting into when they come to the abroad. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. I appreciate you all very much, and I shall be back with a guest in my next show, and I shall see you then. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you're watching this later, smash the notification bell and the thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. I will be back at the weekend. Sunday. Sunday is the next one. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good evening and enjoy your weekend. I love you very much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, guys. Bye.